Aren't there times when you just got to get it off your chest? I mean, you just got to get out there and let somebody have it? Yeah. Today, ladies and gentlemen, could be one of those days. Dr. John Avila of Custom Chiro Solutions, and today what I want to do is I want to tell you about the biggest mistake that people make when looking at trying to implement some kind of compliance. You ready? Number one, and there's only one, doing nothing. Yeah, nothing. Now, doing nothing can be very, very simple. It could be just, I don't feel like doing it, which is definitely one of the reasons. Or another reason could be, it's too confusing. Or another reason is, I'll just deal with it later. Either way, remember this. Just because you decide not to do something is just as important as deciding to do something. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because remember, of all the things you have going on, doing nothing means one thing very, very simple. That means that what you're doing is going to continue to spiral out of control. Now, some of the biggest practice management groups I work with all say the same thing. Yeah, you know what? More new patients fixes everything. You know what? That's not true. You know how I know? Because I see people every day do this one mistake. They do nothing. And they assume that more new patients or making more money is going to make them more profitable or more secure, when in reality, that can't be further from the truth. Think about it. If you're making the same mistake over and over again by not using the correct diagnosis code, or even worse, let's say you're not using the correct billing code, what happens then? More of the same going out with the wrong billing code? Oh my God, could you imagine? All that means is that when the insurance company finally catches up, the bill is going to be bigger. And yes, you saw more new patients, and that's great. And yes, you may have collected more money, and that's great too. The only problem is now you've got a bigger problem to fix. And now, because the bigger problem is in front of you, it only serves to be harder to fix. Imagine if you had fixed that simple problem earlier when you had less patients, or earlier when you had a smaller problem to fix. It would have been so much easier, but now it's tough. And that's why I always run into people that decide to do nothing because they think the job is too big. So here you go. I'm going to give you two really smart pieces of advice that you could use right now in order to make sure that you at least do something. Now, you ready? Here it is. Number one, always decide to do something. That's the first one. Decide you're going to do it, okay? And just do it. Second one, the more change that you have to go through, the better. Now, the reason why I say the more change to have to go through, the better, and decide to do something is just to do it, is because if you combine those two things, you'll actually make some change. Now, will change be hard on you? Sometimes. Will the answers that you need to hear about compliance sometimes not make you feel so great? Yeah, sometimes. But let me tell you this. The sooner you get to working on it, the sooner you make a decision to go, and the sooner that you decide that this is exactly what I want, the quicker the problem fixes itself. And then, and only then, will more new patients bring you more, what we like to call here, audit-proof income. So if you'd like to make more audit-proof income, let us know. Give me a call. 800-974-3479. If you dial extension 2 and ask for Stacy, what I'd be willing to do is set up a free 30-minute call with you to go through everything that you need to go through to see if there's something that you're doing that's causing you to not be as profitable as you should be. All right? Once again, 800-974-3479, extension 2. And don't forget, ask for Stacy. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.